So I had to do a voice over this because OBS fucked up my settings a little bit. So I've set up some markers on the map. Yeah, I'm just naming them holding point alpha and holding point bravo. And I also set up an LC further north, around where we did on the mission that we played before. Here you can also see me just looking in which direction everything is from the holding points. So from holding point alpha everything's northwest, from holding point bravo everything's west-northwest. This will help me later on. Also putting on GPS, which the co-pilot slot also comes with, as you can see. The reason I'm going on the map so many times, I'm just talking to Keaton at this point, and I'm also just looking over and memorizing where everything is. Put the night vision on, just to see a little bit better. Thankfully it has wide field of fusion, even though sides are darkened. Going into the camera, you can see at the bottom and also on the GPS the bearing of where you're looking always. Switching the thermal, we can see the outline of buildings and difference between land and water. I'm telling Keaton at this point to stop already because I can see plenty clear enough from here. We can see there's a truck that is moving on a road, and just looking from the direction where it is, I'm thinking it's either of one of these roads, seeing it turns first left and right, where there's a curve on the road which makes it be this road. So this is just done by knowing where I'm on the map, and the fact that I'm looking northwest, which way the car is moving. That way you can easily tell which road it is. This one we saw there was a building there, and it's moving northwest towards a large town. So this way we can tell which road it is and which town it is also. Again, where we are, and where it's heading relatively to us. This guy, you could see he's near a chapel in that town, so we can see where he's on the map. Here we see a construction building and a barracks building between two towns. Again, knowing it's northwest from us, quite easy to figure out where it's on the map between two towns, and then the two buildings that correspond to what we see. One on the southwestern side and one on the northeastern side. You can also see that there's some placements there. There's 50 cals and also what seems to be mortars. The van is now passing by another smaller town that we could also see on the map. More trucks moving and more towns to figure out where they are and on which road. Again, all of this is just done through relative positioning. On this town you can see there's not too many contacts, a few infantry scattered around. You can also see this is a big set of buildings, which is easy to figure out that it's the biggest town on the AO. There's a cluster of trees, and between those there's a truck, so we can figure out the exact location of that truck quite easily as well. Here you can see the difference where you can see the trees relative to the darker background of the fields behind it. And also the fact that there's a small hill where the trees are. Going over again to see I haven't missed anything while I'll tell Keaton to move to holding point bravo now. We could just stay at the same location, but by moving to the location we get another angle as well, so we could potentially see something that we have missed before. Here we see a van moving again in Neochori. Just quickly looking around the terrain to figure out where we're gonna land later on. We see a tower on top of a hill. And that should be quite easy to figure out, and it is this hill. Again, knowing where Neochori is, right there, and then where the tower was beforehand. Again, just looking at stuff that we spotted earlier, from this angle we can actually see multiple vehicles near FI Stronghold. We can see a few more contacts and just north of it as well. More trucks moving, and this one we're going to try to figure out again the exact spot where it is. As you can see, it's at the end of a gulf, moving towards a town. And this is directly west of us. So you can easily see that it is the second road that I was pointing at. Other vehicle further west of that, and you can see it's moving on a road as well, which probably means that it is along this road over here. Again, just relative positioning directly west from us, beyond the gulf. By switching to just normal vision for a while, so there's a bunch of headlights and an off-road when switching to thermals. Just again, there it's going behind the trees near Neochori, so just pointing out the location on the map as well. And this one, it seems to be east of Neochori. Keeping an eye out a little bit where we are going. At this point I have to make sure with the pilot that he's going on the right direction. Which turned out to be a good choice. This is why it's important to keep your bearings of where you are and which way you're going. Landmarks are useful here. So I was kept looking at Neochori, and I saw the hill to our west, which made me think like, oh, we might be going in the wrong direction here. Knowing where you are on the map, where whatever you're looking on the map is important and can be done easily by relative positioning, because I'm looking southwest and we are above Stavros, so I'm looking at Neochori and Katalaki, or whatever the town was named. Here I'm just switching back to NVGs and normal view just to help with the landing, because I have better vision on the left side. I'm calling out it's clear on the left, which allows the pilot to land. And there you go, nice soft landing. It's not perfect visibility, but the visibility is enough to land without lights on, even in darkness. And then just lifting off. That's pretty much all there is.